CD&SAM podcast episode 41 here. Gonna switch it up a little bit today, go away from our NBA ways because off season's kind of cooled down, and as well as we're getting into NFL season come up in just a few weeks. So I know we have some in-depth predictions that we've done because school just started, so expect some more random predictions because we're very bored students, and yeah.
Yeah. Well said, Sam. In my math class, I put together a 32 team power ranking that I think is extremely accurate, with the
hmm
Chiefs topping it and the Texans rounding it out.
Respect, respect.
Yeah. Um, but you have tripled my work, if not
Yeah,
more.
well, it's actually, I mean, it's through a computer system, so it's a little bit easier. Just I predicted every NFL game for this season. Um, yeah, this was a great way to spend an AP Bio class. 10 out of 10 would recommend. So yeah.
Um, yeah. Uh, if you're bored in class, Sam
Mhm.
is definitely the guy to go to if you
Um,
need
oh,
some
I
good
have I
review.
have so many ideas. But I just before we start, I would like to just say that I have ultimate credibility with this because last year I predicted the Giants to make the playoffs. Everybody was laughing at me, and it happened. So I think everything that I say, don't take it with a grain of salt. It's 100% a fact. It's going to happen, and I would place money on it personally.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't call you
Except
crazy if you listened to.
disregard anything I say about the Eagles. It's not valid information.
I remember Tyler was like very high on the Eagles last year, and
Bro, we both predicted them to go 8 and 9.
yeah.
It was
So hats
rough.
off to you, Tyler. I know you're not listening because I know you are like one of the biggest
Number
haters
one
of my
hater.
podcast. But
I don't get why they just hate on it. It's not like we're like talking about it ever. They're just like, "Hey Sam, your podcast sucks."
I don't know
Like,
they
okay.
just they think it's boring. But hey, um,
But it's not like we're like
oh,
talking about
down
No,
goes your.
I'm going. But it's not like we're like talking about it. They're just hating to hate.
Yeah, I know. But I digress. Let's get into our predictions. Let's start off. Sam, where do you want to start off?
Um, I just want to let's see.
Oh, you're
Who
following.
is give me yeah, I see. Give me your biggest hot take team this year, Connor.
My biggest hot take team is the
Mhm.
freaking Chicago Bears.
Oh, I like that.
I have the
I
Bears
like
winning the
that.
NFC North. So let's just start off with the NFC North.
All right. Let's see. Wait, I think I need to predict one more Bears game. Let me see something real quick.
Ah, boo. Come on, Sam.
Sorry. I missed one in here somewhere. Ah, here we go. All right, the NFC North. So, like, I did the like record predictions. I predicted every game, but I also wasn't looking at the records as I went along because I knew that I would have like a number in my head of wins to get a team to. So I just wanted to do it like actually what I thought each game would be. So, and then ended up looking back and seeing some funny results, and one of them is that I have the Detroit Lions going 13-4 this season and topping the NFC North. It's a bold pick, but I'm looking at their schedule, and they really don't play too many good teams. I know they have the Chiefs in here, and that's about it. Like as far as their out of division opponents go, they have the Chiefs, and then I
They
think
start
they
off with
have
the Chiefs. Thursday Night Football, first game of the year.
yeah, they have the Chiefs and the rest of the AFC West. I'm falling again. Um, And yeah, their in conference schedule. I have them pulling some upsets to get to 13-4, obviously, but yeah, Lions are going 13-4 somehow.
I don't hate it, um, but I don't love it. I don't really see where all this Lions hype is coming from. I
Me
mean,
neither, but
yeah, they
yeah,
drafted Jameer Gibbs, and signed David Montgomery. But I mean, they still got this same quarterback slinging
yeah.
it, and then yeah, Amon-Ra is going to be good. But then they lost Jamal Williams, and then their defense is pretty solid, and their coaching staff is also pretty good.
Well, there we go again. Um, yeah, I do like the. I mean, obviously the way they finished the season last year, ending up with a winning record, was very impressive. But
Yeah.
I don't know if Jared Goff's going to get you anywhere in the playoffs. But
You got the
yeah,
Rams to a Super Bowl.
That's true. He got the Rams to a Super Bowl.
Yes, put in
But
quotes.
yeah, I don't quite get all of the Lions hype either, but I have them at 13-4, and yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, and then
Moving through the
round
rest of that division,
yeah.
I have the Vikings at 9-8.
Okay.
I have the Packers at 7-10, and I have the Bears at 6-11.
Okay. So um I have the opposite of you because I have the
Okay.
Bears winning it. I have the Bears going 9-8, a little sneak in kind of Tampa Bay last year. Um,
The Bears at 9-8.
hmm
How does that work? Like they
It
literally have zero good players.
Justin Fields is going to make it happen.
Okay,
Darnell
Justin
Mooney.
Fields is a good player, but like
Um,
other than that,
who's her running back?
exactly.
Whatever. The Bears are going 9-8.
All right, all right, all
Um,
right.
then I got the Vikings going 8-9. I don't know. I just feel like the Vikings 13-4 was very flukazy.
It
Um,
was. I mean, truthfully, I think that was a 9-8 team last year, and they
yeah,
got lucky. So
and
I
they
have
got
them at nine and
worse.
eight.
So,
Yeah, that's true. But I
um,
think I think Jettas will get them some wins.
oh no, correction. I have the Lions going 10-7, and then
Okay.
the Vikings going 9-8, and then the Packers going 6-11. I think the Packers are gonna stink.
I think so too. I just have them one game better at 7-10, but it's Lambeau's still a tough place to win at, so I have their home record kind of carrying them to a modest record overall.
Whatever.
Okay. All right, moving on. Next division, where you want to go?
Let's go to the flip side. Let's go to the AFC North.
Okay, the AFC North. Oh, I have some hot takes here.
Me too.
Um, so I have the Bengals going 13-4 as division winners. I'm guessing you have the same.
I do, but I have them going a mere 10-7, winning the division.
Interesting.
I think they're all gonna beat up each other in the NFC or AFC North.
Yeah, I mean, there's not like a terrible team in that division, so I could
Yeah,
definitely see it. Um, kind of there. I keep like it's like slowly falling today.
yeah,
I'm trying to lean it back. Um, but I think the Bengals continue to get even better, and then they're just getting more experience. They're bringing back a lot of the same team. Obviously, they got what's his name, Orlando Brown,
yeah,
All-Pro guard from Kansas City this year. So maybe if they just keep shoring up that offensive line, they'll be looking good. I like them in the AFC North, obviously.
yeah. Um, and then to round out the division, I have the Ravens also going 10-7, but I have the Bengals getting the
Um,
tiebreaker. Um, then I got the Browns 9-8 and the Steelers 7-10.
Steelers going 7. Okay, so wait, say that again.
So I got
I'm
Bengals
looking at mine.
topping the division 10-7. Then I got the
Uh,
Ravens also going 10-7. Then I have the
yeah.
Browns going 9-8 and the Steelers 7-10.
Okay. So if you know me, you know I'm a Hall of Fame Lamar Jackson hater. I just don't think he's ever
He's
gonna
my
do it.
fantasy quarterback, Sam. Choose your words
Okay.
very
Hey,
wisely.
he's a good fantasy quarterback, I won't lie.
Thank you.
But
That makes me happy.
uh but I think the Ravens go 8-9, disappointing season. My hot take here is that I was filling this out and somehow I have the Steelers going 10-7. I'm not sure what that looks like, but then again, Tomlin always gets a winning record and it's always confusing. So yeah, Steelers go 10-7. They go 8-1 at home somehow and get the sixth seed in the AFC.
I just
And I also have the Browns at 8-9. I think
I
the
don't
Browns play around 500.
yeah. Yeah, I got them going 9-8. I don't know. I don't really the Steelers have a very good defense, but I'm not really buying into Najee Harris and
Yeah,
or Kenny
and
Pickett
Pickett.
for that matter.
Yeah, I mean, me neither really, but somehow Tomlin's going to end up with a winning record, and I just ended up giving him one more win than I probably would have if I just did it like
Yeah.
picking off the top of my head. Um, so yeah, Steelers at 10-7, and then the Browns around 500. I think the Browns are maybe the most average team in the NFL this year.
Yeah, I'd say so. Um,
Next division, you
quick
want to?
little note on the
Yeah,
Ravens. They just lost their 23 game win streak in preseason, I believe it
24,
was.
24.
24, my
Don't get
bad.
it wrong. I wanna we get to do like a research project. I have a few classes this year where like it's kind of research oriented, and we get to pick a lot of our stuff. And I want to do like correlation between preseason success and like actual regular season
I would
success
love
and
to
see.
see that.
Yeah, because I want to know. I want to know if there's anything there. So
Let me know, Sam.
yeah, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. CD&SAM
Yeah.
podcast. All right. Your call. Where you want to go next?
Let's go to the Saints division. Let's
Okay.
go with the NFC South. I'll let you start.
All right. Um, if you don't know, me and Sam are both Saints fans,
Who
diehard
dat?
Saints fans. I have the Saints
Yep.
going 13-4.
13
And
and 4. That's a bold prediction.
look, Sam, I mean, yeah, 13-4 does seem kind of out there. However, the Saints' schedule is heavily in their favor. They have the
Hmm
31st hard, or I guess second easiest,
Weakest. Yeah.
yeah, second easiest schedule behind the Falcons, who I don't think are going to be world beaters, obviously. Um, but yeah, I got the Saints going 13-4, taking advantage of that schedule.
I think the roster and the schedule combined are 13 and 4, but I don't think the coaching staff is 13 and 4.
Coaching
So I've
staff
got
might
this.
make it 11-6.
That's where I have them at. I have them at 11 and 6. I think they'll just drop some games that they probably shouldn't. Like if I pull up um their record here, like I think they go to Foxborough in week 5. I think that's a tough place to play.
I don't
We
see how
always
the
seem to drop.
uh,
I say we always seem to drop a week 2 game at Carolina, so I have them losing there as
we
well.
always
Uh,
play Carolina week 2,
It's always on. It's always at Carolina week 2, and we always look terrible.
except for 2017, or that might have been week 3.
That was week. That
3,
was week 3 in 26. We started that year 0 and 2.
yeah.
Um, but I think yeah we lose there, and then I think we maybe drop that game to the Lions at home. I think we maybe end. I think we clinch the division and lose to the Falcons in week 18. So that's why I have them at 11 and 6.
Can't hate the
Yeah.
prediction.
hmm
Can't be upset with
Hey,
double
look, the
digit
Saints,
wins.
if they win the division this year, I'm not expecting to win the Super Bowl. I don't think it's that type of team. But if we win the division this year, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Then I got the Falcons going 7-10, with the Panthers also going 7-10. I got the Bucks going 5-12.
All right, I have some interesting predictions. I have the Falcons at 9 and 8. They have the weakest schedule, and I think that their team, excluding the quarterback, isn't half terrible. So I have them at 9 and 8. I have the Panthers at 4 and 13. I think they're going to be just terrible this year. And then I'm just realizing I predicted the Bucks to go 1 and 16. So I have a historically bad Tampa Bay Bucks team this year. Their
And
only win is going to come week 13 at home against the Panthers, and that is about it.
and I can't hate the take because
They're
they deserve
terrible.
it. They deserve it.
They, yeah, they're old. They had a lot. They're still losing guys from the Brady era. I think it's gonna be. I mean, I know Brady wasn't great last year, but you also have to take into account like what they're losing from like a leadership and
Yeah,
game preparation standpoint.
definitely.
So I think they're gonna be pretty bad.
And I mean, Baker Mayfield is still a significant downgrade, like actual playmaking ability from Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, I mean Baker's been bad since his like second year in Cleveland. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, let's head down to the AFC South.
All right, AFC South. I'm gonna let you go first here.
All right, I got the Jags winning it at 10-7. I
I like
think
it.
I think they're not going to be world beaters, but I think they'll be a solid team. I think Trevor Lawrence obviously will get better. Um, and they still got various playmakers on offense, DJ Chark and Travis Etienne.
hmm yeah, I have the Jaguars winning the division. I think they also have a really weak schedule, and I end up putting them at 13 and 4. I think they're going to make
Really,
a really big jump this year and become kind of the fourth team in title contention.
I'm
And
interested. Do you have the Saints beating the Jags or the Jags beating the
I
Saints?
think I have the Jags beating us. Let me see. Um, yeah, I have the Jags beating us. I have them with some upset wins here and there.
Mm.
But I haven't beating the Bills. I think I haven't beating the Chiefs. I haven't beating the Bengals, and I haven't beating the Chiefs. I think they're gonna play really well this year, especially at home.
Mm. I don't hate it.
'Cause, Duval, nobody wants to go there, obviously.
The Saints played a game in Duval and won. They
We
blew out the
did 38.
Packers.
We won them like
A home game in
38-3
Duval.
or something. Yes, home game in Duval.
Um,
And then the rest of that division, I have the Titans at 7-10. I think they're very subpar. I don't know how, but I ended up picking the Texans to win 6 games. I would take that back if I could, but that's what I have. And then I have the Colts going 4-13.
okay, so I have the Jags 10-7, like I said. Then I have the Titans 7-10, Texans 6-11, or Texans 4-13, and then Colts also 4-13.
Yeah, that's about right. I mean, those bottom two teams are gonna get some wins off of each other at least, but other than that,
Wait,
it's
so
gonna be
is
really bad.
oh Anthony Richardson, forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah, they just announced him as the starter last week.
Who is his competition? Jacoby?
No, Brissett is in Washington, actually. He got beat up for the job by Sam Howell, but I don't know who Richardson's competition was. Apparently, it was somewhat surprising that he got picked, but I don't know what he's gonna do. He's probably gonna be pretty undercooked this season, if I had to guess, and
Yeah.
they'll just be bad. But, yeah.
Hmm. All right, where you want to go next? So we
Let's see.
got
We've
one, two.
done the North. We've done the South. I say we usually go with the NFC West.
Okay. All right, start us off. Start us off.
All right, I think I picked this to be the worst division this year, but I did pick the Niners to be very good at 13-4. Gosh, this camera's killing me today. I think the 49ers are maybe the best team in the NFL if they had a better quarterback, so I just don't
I'm not as high on the Niners as you.
I think they're stacked at every position except for QB and um but yeah, 13-4 for the Niners in a weak division. I have them going undefeated against division opponents and yeah.
Yeah, I got the Niners 12-5. Yeah, I mean, to piggyback off what you said, they just got like a ton of playmakers. And if even if Purdy is just like not even as good as he was last year, just like, gets the ball to him, then they'll be good.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Um,
And then surprise, surprise for the second team I have in this division. I have the Rams going 10-7.
the
Um,
Rams are going 10-7. Okay.
I have them bouncing back. I think last year was kind of a fluke with injuries to Cooper Cup.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, I think they still
I
have a
think
solid team.
I think it's definitely possible for the Rams. I have them at 5-12. I just don't think they're going to be that. I don't
Opposite
think
ends
they're
of the
going to be able to quite
spectrum.
put it together.
You love to see it.
But I think it's possible for the Rams to be like playoff sleeper team to make a wild card. And they still have Aaron Donald and Matthew Stafford. So
Yeah.
those are playoff players. I could see it.
Yeah, of course. And then I have the Seahawks going 8-9 and the Cardinals going 6-11.
I have the bottom three teams in that division all going 5-12.
You have the
Um,
Seahawks going 5 as well?
I think last year was one of the flukiest like playoff teams. I know they were like young and they had a lot. They're still going to be getting better with a lot of talent, but they won a lot of close games. I don't think Geno Smith is going to back up that performance. So I'm right. I'm writing Geno Smith off. We'll see if he writes
This
back.
could
But
age very poorly.
yeah. um, so I think disappointing letdown season for the Seahawks, and then the Cardinals just they're one of the franchises right now that if you said which would I least like to be a fan of, I think they might be number one. They just
Washington Wizards.
the Wizards are perennially number one in that discussion, but the Pistons are
That's
always up
my
there too. But
NBA comparison for the Cardinals.
yeah, they just never really have anything going for them, and I think they gave up entirely too much to get or no, those other I digress. Um, Um, I'm incorrect on that, but yeah, I just don't think that they really have anything going for them this year. Have them at 5-12.
Yeah. We should probably start to speed things up.
Okay. Oh wait, how much time do we have left?
Well, we got time, but if you want, we got to do
Okay.
hoop grids still.
All right,
And I
right.
also
Okay.
want to give like the standings at the end.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, playoffs predictions, or we could just do NFL today. It's okay.
up to you. And then
Okay. We do where we
let's
go.
go AFC West.
AFC West. AFC West. Okay, so we both have the Chiefs winning this division, I'm assuming.
Yes. I
That's,
got
I
them.
mean, easy. I don't think we really have to talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I got them going 13-4.
I
Enough
have them
said.
at kind of a tough season at 11-6, but I think they still win the division.
Yeah, I think they're the
It's
best
one of
team in
those
football.
teams you're coming off of winning um, two championships in the last 4 years. I think it'll probably be somewhat difficult to get all hyped up for the regular season. I think they'll go 11-6.
Um, Another shocker. I got the Broncos going 10-7, bouncing
Okay.
back under Sean Payton.
hmm
I'm making some bold statements out here.
I have the Broncos at 9-8. I like it. I think
Hey,
they're going to be much better.
you got
I
him in the
think.
playoffs?
No, I haven't missing out on the playoffs, but I think they're going to still have a winning record. Nathaniel Hackett was one of the worst coaches in NFL history last year with a very talented roster. The defense was really good still, but now they have all of those offensive weapons and one of the best offensive minded coaches in NFL history. So I can't see them being where they were last year.
Yeah. And then after the Broncos, I have the Chargers at 9-8, and then I have the Raiders at 8-9.
So I have the Chargers at. Actually, no, I have the Chiefs at 12-5. I take that back. I have the Chargers at 11-6. I think they continue to build off slightly off of where they were last year and get back in the playoffs. And then I have the Raiders being really bad at 4-13.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know why I have the Raiders winning 8 games.
The Jimmy G signing was pretty perplexing to me.
They're
It just
similar to the Wizards.
yeah, they are a little bit too. It made no sense. Like I didn't get it at all. Like what's your I don't know what your ambition is going out and getting Jimmy Garoppolo and adding him to an 8-win team. I don't know. And they've lost some other things as well. So we'll see.
All right, let's go to the NFC East now.
NFC East, I have. So we both have. Do we have the Eagles winning, both of us?
Yeah, 12-5 for me.
I have them at 13-4. Um, I think they're probably the best team in the NFC, very well rounded. The only thing is like, coming off the Super Bowl loss is always difficult for teams. That would be my one question.
Yeah.
But I mean, just talent wise, roster, I think they're probably the best team. 13-4 win the division.
Yeah, I mean the Eagles lost um that Hargrave dude in the middle of their D line. But then they went out in the draft and got Jalen Carter. So
Yeah.
um
Um. So yeah, I think they're the best in that
yeah,
division
they'll be
still.
fine. And then I got the Cowboys at 10-7.
Mhm.
I don't really know how to judge the Cowboys. Would you
They're
like to
weird.
help me out?
I have them at 12-5. I'm not sure why, but I do. Um. I don't know. I think they'll be somewhat similar to last year, and that's about it. Yeah.
Uh, and I got the Giants at 9-8, and I got the Commanders at 3-14.
Wait, the Commanders at 3-14.
Yeah, and the Giants at nine
Hmm.
and eight.
I think the rest of the Commanders team is good enough to get them to some wins, excluding like the quarterback. So I have them at 7-10, and then I have my Giants at 9-8, squeaking into the playoffs again.
I like it. Um,
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, I think the Giants will be similar to last year, right?
Yeah, it's a pretty similar roster, except we'll see how they do with expectations now.
Mm,
And it's obviously contract year for Saquon, so we'll see.
yeah. hmm Um, Now let's get into the final division on our list, the
Final
AFC
division, then we'll get into
East.
some playoff predictions.
Yeah.
AFC East, Bills go 13-4 and win that division pretty easily. I think
Bills go
you
12 and
can agree.
5 and also win that division pretty easily.
Yeah. And then I think the Jets are going to be good this year. I have the Jets at 10-7.
You're buying in?
I think they're off. Yeah, I'm buying in. I think Rodgers has a bounce back year with I think Garrett Wilson's going to be a top 5 receiver. Um, Defense is still solid.
You
Keenan
said a
Williams.
top five receiver for Garrett Wilson?
I think Garrett Wilson. I mean, you look at the numbers he put up last year with Zach Wilson and Mike White. You give him Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to be really top tier receiver.
Yeah.
If you haven't done your fantasy draft yet, that would be my guy. But
Yep.
and then the defense is still solid. They had some great young guys. Obviously, Sauce Gardner, top 5 corner last year, and Keenan Williams is a beast up front.
Um, yeah, we're talking about the Jets here.
Yeah, yeah.
I got the Dolphins second place going 9-8. Um, I think Tua, if he can stay healthy, I think 9-8 might even be selling him a little short. I mean, I know they got a difficult schedule, but their receiving core is so um high octane. It's going to be like kind of difficult to stop with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, the rest of the roster is very talented. They've got a lot um, going for them, obviously, but I think it's still a very big question mark at quarterback with Tua, and that's why I also have them at 9-8. If they shored up the quarterback position, this would definitely be like an 11 or 12 win team, but I still don't think they're quite going to be contenders with what they have at QB right now.
Yeah, and then I got the Patriots going 6-11, and the Jets going 8-9.
I think I have the Pats at 6-11 as well. They'll get some wins, but the team's just not that good.
Yeah. All right. Now into our
Playoff predictions,
I
maybe.
didn't do a prediction. I just have the
Okay.
standings, but I could put
Okay.
or I'll let you do the prediction. I'll just
Okay, I'll do
listen.
my predictions. So these are very specific predictions, and probably none of them will be right, but they're kind of fun to do. So let's start in the NFC. My wild card matchups. I have the Niners are going to play the Giants, and I think that the Niners will win that. I have the Cowboys versus the Saints. I'm taking the Saints, and I have the Lions versus the Vikings, and I think that the Lions will choke because they're the Lions. I have the Vikings pulling the upset. So then that puts us into the second round. So my one seed is the Eagles. Um, I think in the divisional, the Eagles will beat the Vikings. I think that the Saints will lose to the Niners to set up
A
a
rematch?
rematch of last year's NFC Championship, and I think the Eagles once again win. And then going out to the AFC, so my number one seed is the Jaguars. They get a bye. Uh, Number two, Bills play the Jets. I think it'll be a close game. Bills will win in the end, though. Um, Another division matchup that I have in the wild card round is Bengals Steelers, 3 versus 6. I'm taking the Bengals, and then actually I have all division matchups. I have the Chiefs versus the Chargers, and if you know anything about football in the last 5 years, the Chargers don't beat the Chiefs, so the Chiefs win. Um, then divisional round, I have the Jaguars pulling an upset at home against the Chiefs, just like they'll do in the regular season. Jaguars are going to make the conference championship. And then Bills are going to go lose to the Bengals again, setting up for Bengals Jags conference championship, where the Jacksonville Jaguars, for the first time in their franchise's history, will make the Super Bowl and
Look at that.
ultimately lose to the Eagles.
All right. I don't hate
Eagles
it.
over Jaguars. It's a hot take prediction.
I would I guess I haven't really even thought of who I would have winning the Super Bowl. I'd have to do more research. But yeah, those were our rough predictions, Sam.
Yeah,
Sam's might not have been
mine's
that
very in
rough.
depth, but yeah.
Yeah. Um, but yeah. Um, who knows? They could age well, could age not so well.
I mean, it's either you get everything right or nothing right when you go that specific. So I'm either
And
gonna
that's
look
the
like a
fun of it.
genius or just completely stupid, but
Yeah.
whatever. I don't claim to be an NFL expert.
Yeah. Um, all right, so you want to do hoops grade or what?
Yeah, we got 8 minutes here.
Okay.
We can get this.
All right, so I'll share screen. Uh, so advanced options. Nope. Here,
I'll do a little soccer segment while Connor's voice crack.
here we go.
While Connor's pulling that up. My Tottenham Hotspur, they beat Manchester United 2-0 last weekend. I was very excited. Great performance by the midfield defense. Basuma's looking really good. Destiny Udogi's looking really good. I'm very excited about Spurs this season. As far as the rest of the Premier League, City and Arsenal are pretty much running it, and Newcastle looks pretty good, but they just lost to City. Um, and yeah, that's about it. Connor, you good over there?
Yes, I am. I'm trying to get this
Nice.
thing to move that way. All right, here we go. All right, so I don't think this is for today. It is. Okay, so Lakers and Wizards. First guy that comes to mind is Rui
Oh wait, I
Hachimura.
don't. It's not. It's not pulled up on your screen. I'm not seeing it.
I know, but I don't know how to like get it for both. But like it'll show up on the video.
I don't think so because I'm looking at it says I'm viewing Patrick Donnelly's screen and your screen is like the settings.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
I thought
here I'll show you. Yeah,
it says oh, okay. All right. Share.
so maybe
Did it
just have to
work?
go off of it. Yeah, there you go. You got it.
All right, cool. All right. So you want to go Rui? Did Gilbert Arenas ever play for the Lakers?
I don't think he ever played for the Lakers, but you're just picturing him in gold because of that terrible Wizards uniform.
I guess so. Um
Um,
I guess just for the
Rui
sake of time we
or
go Rui.
yeah, and then if it's not good, we could get maybe like Kelly Oubre in there.
All right, 9 works. I'll live with that.
I'll take
Um
it.
James Worthy was the first guy that came to mind for this.
Okay. So this is my take with Hoops Grid. It's all nerds, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes you've got to pick the obvious answer.
You want
I'm
to
gonna
go
say
Kobe?
if you put Kobe Bryant, it's gonna be like sub 10 because they're all trying to pull something. Yep, because they're all trying to pull something ridiculous out of their ass. You pick the most obvious answer. It works sometimes.
Jersey in the 30s, first guy who came to
Obviously,
mind.
Shaq comes to mind, but I feel like we can do better than that.
Rodman?
I think was Worthy in the 30s.
I Magic obviously was 32.
Yeah.
Try James Worthy. Nope. All right. You
So
want to go?
Magic and Shaq, obviously.
All right, then I'll live with that.
10%. It's not bad. All right.
KD's the first guy that comes to mind for jersey number in the 30s for the Suns.
Does he wear 35 for the Suns or does he wear 7? He wears 35, right?
35, 35.
Okay. Yeah, we can
Um,
just do Kevin Durant. That's gonna be one that people get, but let me see who else. There's got to be someone else. I feel
60.
like did Damian Lee wear something in the 30s for the Suns?
What about Jock Landale?
Ooh, Jock Landale might have been
Oh,
32.
ooh.
Remember when Jock Landale cooked us this year?
Damn it. Alex Len didn't work.
Hmm.
Yes, I do remember when Jock Landale cooked us. We were watching the game together.
Yep, it was so romantic.
Okay. Um, 15 points per game for the Suns. Tom Chambers.
Tom
Um,
Chambers.
you want to just go
Oh, I'm just
Booker?
we could get Cedric Ceballos again. I know I used him the other
He
day.
averaged 15 plus.
Yep, he did. That Cedric Ceballos ball knowledge is really coming in. Bang!
Wow.
Bang!
Bang. Cedric Ceballos is going to become a staple on this
He's a
pod.
staple.
Alex Len is the first guy that comes to mind here.
Did
I have
Alex Len play for the Wizards?
yes, he did.
Okay. Oh yeah, solid. All
Teammate of
right.
MJ on
I mean, he
this
played
is
for
you.
them.
I couldn't
Let's
tell you
see.
anybody else on this
Is there
team.
anyone other than? Can you think of anyone other than like Kwame Brown?
We're going Kawame Brown.
Kwame Brown.
Kawame Brown.
He doesn't have a
All right.
post move thing. The public had Kwame in their bag. All right.
Tony Kukoc.
Oh yeah, Kukoc definitely had a 15 plus season, I would
I
think.
feel like a ton of people like,
I don't know, because like Scotty, obviously, but I don't know if
wow,
anyone else.
still 14.
I don't know if anyone else other than Scotty or Kukoc averaged 15 when he was with the Bulls. Because I was thinking like when he first got there, like Oakley was their best player, but
Oh,
he wasn't
Artis
much of a
Gilmore,
scorer.
probably.
You think Gilmore was he there? Oh yeah, he was probably there as like
Yeah,
rookie
look at that.
season. Yeah, nice.
Um,
Okay, and then 30s. I mean, Scotty's the obvious answer, but what was Kukoc? He was in like the 50s, I think, or 40s maybe. I think he had a weird number.
nope.
Yeah.
Let's just go Scotty. I bet you
Again,
everybody's gonna have
this is
this.
probably like 60%,
30. All right, well,
30%.
we completed it. Shout
We
out
did
to us.
complete it. Shout out to Cedric Ceballos. He's the real hero.
Yes, he is. Okay, stop share. All right. So
Well, anyways, this is not our most exciting podcast, but it had to be done. Had to get some NFL predictions in
I feel
here.
like a bunch of people out there are excited about NFL season and want to tune into this
That's true.
pod.
It's just not. It's just maybe not like our thing, so we don't find it like the most
I don't,
Riveting.
man, Sam, I'll be honest with you. I've gotten pretty invested into the NFL. Been doing like a lot of.
The Saints broke me over the last 5 years. I just watch now for,
See
I don't
me,
know,
Sam,
general knowledge.
I don't know. For me, my brain is washed.
Yeah, you're just numb to the pain.
Well said.
Yeah, I'm the most jaded sports fan when it comes to the Saints. I'm so cynical watching
Um,
them, but
I made a bet with somebody I will not name, but
no.
I made a bet with this someone that if the Jays make the state championship, we have to do an episode on it.
So
So
you're pretty much Pete Rose.
I don't play. No, I'm talking about for
Oh, for
football.
football?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If the Jays make the championship, yeah, they're gonna be so terrible this year. I read an article about them on NOLA.com today. We have like two seniors on the entire team coming
Oh, yeah, I
back.
know it's bad. Oh,
We're about to be
well, I'm not
terrible.
gonna name people, but yeah. So
You
all
gotta
right,
call people out on here.
yeah, try to call people out. Sorry. All right, that does it.
Well, thank you for making it all the way if you somehow did. Shout out to you, Trent. I know you're always here for us.
I love
Um,
Trent.
yeah, you're gonna meet him at Mardi Gras this year. Great guy. But
I can't wait
anyways,
for Mardi Gras, bro. All right, anyway.
all right, and cue the outro.
Sam and
Sam and
CD,
CD,
CD and
CD
Sam.
and Sam.
All right.